So, as people come in, I'm going to ask you guys a simple question about tomorrow's show. Because everybody normally is open and ready for a Friday show. So, something to think about as we go through tonight's stream, which, by the way, very easygoing, very relaxed. We don't have like big, huge dollar coins, that no three, four, five, $600 coins. 100% of what we have here tonight, we are going to be starting at a dollar. It's good. That's the good news. And it's entirely possible, guys, that we are going to also do some sudden deaths in there. So we got more slabs. We got some more good stuff. Um, the bigger stuff, obviously, is going to be for tomorrow's show. It's usually our Friday show. We have some of the good stuff. But if you're looking to boost your rewards, tonight might actually be a good opportunity to do that. All right, so we got the first giveaway up and running. We do have some of the 2026 coins, but we also have other things as well that we're going to be giving away. So it's not going to be all just 2026 coins. Mr. Reagan, how you doing, sir? How's your evening? Happy Thursday night to everyone, by the way. Robinson, how you doing? I don't know if you're a Mr. or Mrs., so I'll just say Robinson. Needless to say, I have been out all day today. Met a client, bought another collection. And that's kind of why we're having a show tonight. Yeah, you want to make sure you set up your debit or credit card first, in order to bid. And that's even if you have the $15 off when you sign up. You you still have to pay for shipping if you buy something under $15. The item will be paid for, but you have to pay for shipping. And normally in our streams, we set out, unless we're selling like a heavy item, like a bankroll or something like that, we charged the smallest amount for shipping. Oh, going to the Philippines. Whereabouts there? It's been a while since I've been to the Philippines. My mom is Filipino, so. Oh, okay. I've never been there, but one of my uncles lives in that area. Too lazy. How you doing, my friend? There's Baker Man. Good evening, Daniel. Wife's youngest brother is getting hitched, huh? How old is he? Doing good, doing good. Pretty busy day today. Let's see, born 94, so that make him 32, right? Or 31, depending on what month. Rob, I put the baseball cards up there as more kind of like just visual stuff. But if you did see something that you like, maybe we could talk about it. Again, in this business, whether it's coins or sports cards or whatever, um, assume everything is available. The middle, I'm assuming that one there with the green background. That is a 2017 Topps Definitive Ryan Sandberg autograph, and with a big old piece of bat. game used bad on there. It's numbered 5 out of 10. Just trying to make like the back a little bit busy, you know. All right, let's see who wins his first item for the night. All right, we got EZB coin. Congratulations. First one out. All right, we got giveaway number 2 rolling. And by the way, we were able to fix our live stream issue for YouTube. So now on YouTube, you should be seeing us live on there. Only one buy it now. Added to the store. Pretty inexpensive item. We have a. I turn this here. We got this sealed bank box of 2013 D Lincoln Shield sets. Nice cheap price. However, we threw in a little bit of a twist. For every 6th roll purchase, extra juicy. We add something extra to it. So obviously, if you buy 6 rolls, you're guaranteed a juice in there. If you buy 1 or 2 or 3 rolls, you're kind of taking your chances. There's no guarantee that you're going to get the juice. My wife handles that part of it, so I don't know who gets what. So to kind of make it more of a surprise mystery. And the juice is normally pretty good on these. We'll either double up the order, or we'll add something really nice in there. Um, I think one of the juice items is a BU Morgan dollar that we added to this particular um, promotion. Was trying to think of the word. So we have those in the buy now store. That's going to be the only thing we're going to have in there. Um, see giveaways, and I put in for 150 items, but I don't think I have maybe half that, because I don't know. I always like to go over on it, and whatever's left over is when we'll stop. So after this giveaway, we are going to go ahead and get started. We got some really nice stuff, and everything starts at $1. There's nothing aside from the buy it now item. There's nothing in here that we're starting at a certain price. All right, looks like Linda's gonna go ahead and get things rolling with the first group of 2013 D Lincoln cents. Rob, it's possible. I mean, I'll probably start them at a minimum dollar value. I'm not going to start them at $1 because we're a coin crowd, but I'll make the price pretty good on a few of those if it came down to it. And just ask everyone. I'm the king of starting things under comps, so the same goes for coins. Oh, by the way, this next giveaway is a miniature Ike dollar inflation token, because that is what a dollar is worth these days. Pick that up. Kind of a neat little trinket of sorts. And by the way, that's the only one I have of that. So yeah, there could be only one winner. Yeah, I have a few of the penny ones too. They're kind of a hoot. So as we start our stream for tonight, I see there's a couple new folks on board, and we're just gonna kind of like start things regular auction style, so that way you guys can get a little bit of familiarity of how things work, and then as we switch to doing the sudden death, hopefully by then you're gonna be all warmed up. All right, cool. Amo Patrick. Congratulations. You got the inflation token. Salty, this is more of a pop-up stream than anything else. I literally just put this one up maybe 2 hours ago. So this one, if you missed, as far as the bookmark, it's understandable. All right, another giveaway. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Another 2026 giveaway. And then next week, we are going to talk about a special because we have the big Sacramento show next weekend, and we're doing two shows, a Thursday and a Friday show for next week. And we're going to do something special on the giveaways. So we're going to do something nice and steamy, hot and heavy for both of those days. You know, maybe we'll do a buyer's giveaway or something to that effect. I'll let you guys know. Keep you guys updated next week. All right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Because we got slabs. We have quite a few slabs. We got almost 40 slabs to sell tonight. We have a couple really nice albums. We have some carded 2x2 singles of coins that are really nice. Everything tonight starts at $1. Get in there, buy some of this stuff, enhance your rewards, get to that silver level, and unlock a ton of coupons, guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get things rolling here. This is 2015 S. This is the second to last year of the proof presidential dollars. Here he has Truman, Eisenhower, there's Kennedy right there, and Lyndon B. Johnson. So these are San Francisco proof, and that's the full set. It just doesn't have the government box and certificate. So you're getting it as you see here in the original lens. So we'll go ahead and get started with this. $1 start, 15 seconds on the timer. And there you go. It's always the last like 2 years of this program where the mintages they fall off literally off a cliff. By this time, people are just at the time they were ready to be done with this series, and not as many people bought the last couple years of the presidential dollar proofs. So I'm lucky to even have these. I'll be honest, I've never sold any of these in the 3 years that I've been on the platform. And that one goes to Rio Girl. Congratulations. First item of the night goes to Rio. That's a fresh new name. Haven't seen you here. Welcome. And then we also have the last year of the presidentials. So it's only 3 coins that year. We got Nixon, Ford, and then the Jelly Bean Lover over there, Ronald Reagan. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome, Rio Girl. My pleasure. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one here. I think this is the lowest minted of them all. They didn't make a whole lot of this one here, so it's Nixon, Ford, and Reagan, the last 3 presidents of the series. And again, no box, no certificate, just what you see here. No relation. Yeah, well, no kidding. Wrong spelling, Jeremy. Oh, there's a Mr. Hodges. Fashionably late as normal. I'm kidding. All right, that one's going to Christine's. Nice one there. Good pickup there. Hopefully that one fits what you need there in your set. Um, that is funny. So you can't make stuff up like that. So this is the special release 2006 nickel collection. This is they say the Westward Journey nickel series, but in reality, it's just the first year of this new design in 2006. So you get the satin finish P and D coins, and then you also get the San Francisco proof, the bunch there, and also comes with the certificate, the COA with the original box right there, and we have two of these, so we're gonna sell them each individually here. There you go. That one's live. Hope everyone's having a great evening. It's gonna be a nice, easy show tonight. I'm gonna say that maybe we might be on for 2 hours at the most. Oscar, congratulations! Giveaway number 3 is heading your way. Again, this is the first year of the new design of Jefferson Nickel. That's the first year outside of the Westward Journey series. So kind of funny that they called it this when in reality it's not the Westward Journey. It's the first year of the new design. Colsey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You didn't see that. You did. I'd say we have a professional operation here, and when things like that go sideways, Anyways, we have one more of those sets. By the way, if you missed out on the first one, there you go. DJ, how dare you laugh at me? Yep, 2006 with the satin finish COA all in there. First year of the new design. All right, going to, hey, Tiz. There you go, my friend. Return to Monticello. Monticello. Oh, if someone wants this, I can't remember the last time I had one of these. We've had a few of the Philadelphias. This is a full bankroll 2000D Sacagawea dollars. All right, so I'm gonna put this one to buy now store. We also have, by the way, go check it out. The 2013 rolls in there as well. Um, we had already sold a few of them, and these will have the juice in there. So if you haven't bought these before, every 6th roll will have juice, which means extras. So if you guys have a Philadelphia roll, make sure you add this one. I don't see too many of the Denvers out there. A lot of them got cracked open back in the day. And it's got a very high top pop range as far as the value goes. And I just have the one roll. So whoever wants it, go ahead and jump on it. So I'll let you guys know when I have this up. All right, that one's in there. I would anticipate that that one's a sell at some point tonight. Um, yeah, if you want to guarantee on the juice of those 2013 rolls, buy six. That'll automatically get you some juice. The big juice out of this one is going to be a BU common date Morgan dollar, valued at about $75. So it's a pretty good juice on that one. And your opportunity is what, 1 in 8. So penny pincher, absolutely. I'll check it out after the show. All right, we got about 30 seconds remaining on the next giveaway. Let's see. We'll do one of these 2026 $50 there. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some of these slabs. Oh boy, Bonda, 2 in a row. Hmm. Can you make it 3 in a row for tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Of course, it's our friend Orgulo. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on these here. So first one up, there's a lot of fans of these, by the way. The 2009 100-year anniversary Lincoln Cents. So this is the special NGC labeled for the series specifically. This is a 2009 D. This is the log cabin or birthplace, Mid-State 65 red on there. And I don't have dupes, by the way. So what you're seeing for sale on these slabs, it's more than likely it's the only one. All right, 15 seconds and $1 start. There you go. Popular series here. So when the news of the Lincoln Cent going away in November for production, regular circulating production, the 2009s benefited greatly in every capacity. BU rolls, slab coins of all types, varieties. All right, that will go into Linda. There you go. Nice one there. It's the inaugural debut one there, the birthplace. We also have the Denver issued formative years, Mid-State 65 red with the same label there. Yeah, he does. Have you seen his I don't know if it's his basement, but he has a whole bunch of them against the wall. It's a sight to behold. He's getting ready for a very long layover and not seeing any more bank boxes. So that way he could continue to do his content creation. There you go. Formative years, Lincoln saying on a log design there. These are pretty nice. I actually like the special one shot labels they put on there. And a very nice kind of vintage look to them. All right, another one for Linda. Linda, I have a feeling trying to get the whole set here. There is the professional life version, same grade and everything. That is kind of cool because you have some consistency there. There you go. That one's live. I didn't have the opportunity to check it out, but I will tonight because I have a few messages I need to send out anyways, and yours is on my list. And I am so sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet on that. And then we have the big one coming up next, the low mintage presidency to cap off the four designs there. All right, and now we'll go into Miss Linda there as well. And there you go. That is the one. Presidency. Same grade, same mint, same graded holder. Should be easy. There you go. That one's live. 2009D presidency. And this is the lowest minted. They did not make a lot of these. The Philadelphia is the lowest minted, I think, or is it the Denver? Anyways, they're both criminally low compared to say the 2010 Shield Sense, where they only made about 10% of what they did in 2010 on this one here. All right, Miss Linda, there you go. I had a feeling that you would collect it all together. And Linda, by the way, we have a beautiful Lincoln Cent album that we're going to part out in this show. I think you're going to like a few of them out of there. 91S proof, Washington quarter, NGC graded, ultra cameo as well. $1, make you holler. There you go. 91S and proof 69 UCAM. So secondary tier, just of course one lower than the perfect 70. 91S, proof 69, ultra cameo. So close to perfection. That will go into main guide 02. Congrats there. We have this 99S clad Pennsylvania State quarter, proof 69 ultra cameo as well. So it's got that soap bar kind of look to it. Doesn't have the prongs, so it's an earlier graded piece there. Yes, you're right. We do have to start a giveaway. There you go. Where's my head at? 1999S, Pennsylvania Statehood Quarter, and 69 Ultra Cameo. So close to perfect. Again, we got the deals. Everything starts at $1, regardless of what they sell for. We got that tremendous opportunity in the buy now store as well. For the 2013 D Lincoln Shield set, we have some juicy add-ons. 1 in 6 rolls has the juice. You want to try and buy 6 rolls if you can, and they're priced cheap enough too that you could do that. Plus, you also have that great date to add to your sealed equity. John Smith with the win air there. Lot number 10. Oh, big one coming up here, guys. This is the 225th anniversary set, so they only made 225,000 of these, which is very small. So this is the 2017 S effigy mounts. This is the ANA first date issue. These were available before the sale of the coins on the Mint website. Perfect 70 enhanced finish. If you guys have never seen these are absolutely amazing. If you guys are ready, here you go. 3, 2, 1, and let her rip. This is a beauty. And a rare one too. Rare considering that they only made so many of these sets with this special finish. It's almost like a reverse proof, but what they did was they made a little bit of a proof finish on just the letters, and then everything else is frosted. Kind of a unique look, and they only did this for the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint. Kind of a tough one here. And you got that perfect numerical grade score, SP70. Can't get any better than that. Best case scenario. All right, going to Rojas. Thank you, brother. Good to see you as well. Would my silver reward also be good on the buy it now? What do you mean? Oh, you mean your silver tier coupons, Colsey? I think so. I've never tried it. I mean, you could give it a whirl and see if it applies on there. It should be able to be used on buy it now. All right, we have two big ones here. I feel like I'm gonna save these for a little bit. Let's see. This roll is sold. We have a couple of the CAC-Gs. 55S Lincoln Wheat Cent. Mid-State 64 red. That's pretty. Man, it looks so much better than a 4, though. Could be a 6, you know? Has kind of that. The fields are very clean on this one. 55S CAC-G 64 red. That is a nice one. They are. They are. It kind of reminds me of Annex of 1985. I don't know if you guys have ever had Annex grading back in the 80s. Boy, man, were they strict as heck. That not a terrible thing. Not a terrible thing to kind of like set the stage for it. Okay, so kind of crazy. We sold the NGC graded version of the same coin. Now we have the CAC G graded. The other one was SP70. This is Mid State 70. Marco Polo, congratulations on the giveaway win. So this is another enhanced uncirculated effigy mounts. Same exact quarter as what we just sold. Here, let me show you. Same coin there. Just one is in a CAC-G holder, which, considering it's CAC, there's probably a little bit more weight in this one because of the grading company. But yeah, 225,000 made, not a whole lot. Very popular set. CAC-G refers to these as mid state, while they did special strike or SP on the NGC graded piece. I would say this might be the one to get. I haven't seen too many CAC-G graded enhanced sets. All right, going to Sam. Nice one there, man. Yeah, we only had a couple CAC-G coins in there. Let's see. Ooh, here's the next giveaway here. Check this thing out. It's a old good luck token from 1959. Newton Manufacturing Company, 50th year specialty advertising. There you go. Executive gifts. Marshfield, Wisconsin. keep me and never go broke. I don't know how much something like that is worth. I don't know what, probably 20-30 bucks, but that's our next giveaway there. Pretty neat little piece of exonumia. I don't think it's gonna stand up. I'll just leave it right there. Yeah, well, it's CAC. The G is grading. So that's how they refer. That's how the industry refers them as. Um, just saying CAC means that the coin probably has like a green CAC sticker on it, like a PCGS coin with a CAC sticker on there, if that makes sense. All right, we got a couple old school ICGs here. 99D, Connecticut quarter in mid-state 65. There you go. That one is running. 99D, Connecticut in 65. A little crack right there, it looks like. All right, going to John Smith. All right, pretty cool one here. Actually, a pretty cool set, but we'll sell each one individually here. So we have a full set of the Westward Journey ICG Proof 70, and this is part of a set. 178 out of 948 that they certified. Perfect Proof 70 Deep Cameo there. So there you go. That is the handshake, the peace version. I only have one of each. There you go. Rob, I don't use it because there's a lot of wrong information on the app. I've used it before when it first came out, and there's not a lot that's changed over the last like 2 years. So I personally don't recommend it. And I think with something like that, a lot of people use that app to get more of the values and less of the historical perspective of the pieces that people take photos of. So this is a perfect proof 70 on the piece one there, going to John Smith as well. So grab one of these big. Here is the Ocean in View proof 70. This one's 223 out of 948. Proof 70 decam as well. There you go. That one's live. As far as apps I recommend the PCGS CoinFax app, and then the PhotoGrade one is pretty good too. But my personal picks as far as like coin apps to use. Again, this is the Ocean in View version. Jay Hodges, congratulations. Giveaway win for you. And woo, look at that $5 bill on the one there for Mr. Smith. There's the God, whatever you call that one, the Lewis and Clark ship there. Proof 70, 223 out of 948. I think it's the same number as the one we just sold. It's a nice little piece there, Hodges. I hope you enjoy that one if you're into like exonumia. Okay, there you go. Forgot to hit the button, but now we are in good shape there. All right. Again, limited release here on these two. This one is the Lewis and Clark version, 2004 S. Proof 70 deep cameo, the perfect top grade that you can achieve on these. And that one's going to, looks like Joan Rabb. Joan, congratulations. Lot number 17 on that one. And the final one, and probably the one everybody wants, the Bison reverse. 200 out of 948, Proof 70 decam, ICG graded, and there she goes. This would be my pick as far as like popularity wise of all the Westward journeys. And a pretty neat one to have here, with the serial numbering. And so while I have everyone here, we have a show for tomorrow night. It's going to be an extraordinarily busy day because I'm taking my daughter and her friend to an anime event because they're big fans of that. Um, so with that being said, I could either push tomorrow's show to Saturday, or I could take tomorrow's show and push it back to 7 p.m., but keeping it on Friday. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on if there's a preference. And it's going to be a relatively easygoing show. There's so we got a couple Saturdays in there, which I'm not opposed to pushing out to Saturday. I just need to confirm with my wife later on this evening. Do what I need to. I know. But I take into consideration what you guys think as well. Yes, I've been to a couple of them over the last year. Too lazy, and yes, they do take it out of you. It's a lot of walking. You're on your feet. All right, last ICG, but hey, check that out. A 1962 Imperfect Proof 70. That has got to be a tough one there. There you go. That one is live. It's okay, David. There's always more. I have probably I haven't done a count in a while, but I probably have 25 to 30 of these single row slab boxes just full that we have accumulated over the last like 10 years. So a lot of back stock, and we'll always have more. Man, that is crazy. A 70 on that thing? That is insane. Even if it is like CP, that on a proof from the 60s. And as you guys saw, it has a little bit of frost. It doesn't have very good frost on the reverse, but man, they still gave it a 70. That's pretty wild. All right. Variety Hunter, congratulations. You got something there. One of the new 26 half dollars. Ooh, check this one out for the next giveaway. So it's from Suncoast Casino in Vegas. So $1 poker chip there on the next giveaway. All right, so Here we go. This is some of the good stuff in here with the PCGS. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the proof nickels generally all have full steps unless there is like a nick or damage on there. All right. How about this thing? 78S proof Ike dollar in 69 decam. Boy, this thing is crazy tough. I think the main grade on these is either proof 67 or 68 as far as pop count is concerned. So 69 is an uber tough grade to get, even on this big honking dollar here. All right, $1 start. There you go. Have fun with this one. This is a great one here. 78S, proof 69 decam. And they all don't have decam too. There's some regular cameo ones of this. So maybe I ought to start the listing, right? Ah, there you go. 10 minutes later. There might be one of you born in 78, like myself. A perfect 70 in this one's pretty pricey. I haven't checked in a while, but I have to believe it was somewhere north of $1,000. And the reason why I know that is I was trying to find a perfect 70 in both the 77S and the 78S because it's me and my wife, our birth years. And I was shopping around. I'm like, man, these things are not cheap. Pretty pricey. So you can imagine 69 is just like pretty good too. It's not $1,000, but boy, as a secondary tier grade coin there, that is no slouch. All right, going to DJ. There you go. Oh, we had a few of these yesterday. People love these. 2001 Philly, and these are great grades, by the way. 66, Mid-State 66, North Carolina. Look, it's got the flag label on the back there. There you go. Kind of an oddball slab arrangement with the labeling, but there you go. The common day in this is 64, by the way. 66 is an extraordinarily higher number on the business strike coins. I think these things are like 40, $50, somewhere around there in 66. 66 pluses are 100 to 125, so they begin to go up there. Again, this is North Carolina PCGS 66 in the special flag label. Was that a pretty good job? Too lazy? See, it's 78. They had the what the 911 Targas were pretty neat. What's the other one? The 914. 914. Did they make a well the 914 was going to be what the 944 in the 80s or late 80s? I don't know. I'm a little bit deft on the my Porsche know-how. Buddy of mine had a 944 in high school. He loved that thing. We also have a Missouri version. Ta-da! There you go. Okay. Also in the 66. Another awesome grade. There you go. Oh yeah, the 930 turbos were awesome. Jeremy with a giveaway win. Hey, these giveaways are flying out of here. Bravo, bravo. We're gonna just keep slinging them if you guys want them. All right, Mike's money. Lot 22 on that guy. So I think this is the last one of these. Massachusetts, also in 66. There you go, flag label. And there you go, that one's live. Mid-State 66, PCGS graded in the flag label holder. I can imagine. I can only imagine how much service of that magnitude would be if you just completely wet the bed and doing the maintenance and all that. Christine's West Point? Is that what you're asking about? Well, since you're here and I've never sold one of these before, all right, Christine's, don't poop your pants when you see this. I haven't had one of these in a long time. 96W Roosevelt dime. Yep, this is a good. See, I went into like the better stuff here that I normally reserve for the end of the show, but since you're asking about West Points, hey, we'll do this one. Well, I'm gonna buck and go it right now. Whatever it sells for, there you go. And Christine's, that's your cue to bid, and it is full torch too. And whoever else wants this beauty, just to think, in over 3 years, I've never sold one of these. They're not particularly easy to find. Even though they were in mid sets in 1996, they all got pulled out of all the mid sets. That's why when you're looking at mid sets from 1996 today, they don't have the 96W in there because they all disappeared. They got hoarded, some of them got graded, and they didn't make particularly a lot of these either. There you go. Your wish is my command, Christine's. You probably got one of the most relevant, meaningful West Points I've had in a while, short of like a really cool like Silver Eagle, which I've had plenty my fair share of West Point Silver Eagles. My goodness. All right, another big one here. This is pretty close to a ceiling of top pop as you can get. 95D. It's 67 red. Holy shit balls. Um, I think it's 68. This thing's like it's so much money that you would have to be in a registry set kind of like scenario to want to buy something like this. Let me just kind of check things out here. 95D. Yeah. $2,800 and 69. Still a pricey coin all the way back to 66. Shockingly more than I anticipate. That's for sure. This is a 67 too, so there you go. Christine's, you're welcome. Hey, you even unlocked bronze tier, so you got yourself a little bit of a coupon action. So it's even a little bit older PCGS, the thinner one too. Yeah. Wow. Dang, that thing is. Yeah, this is not mid state 69 though. Yeah, I think it's a pop one and a 69. All right, Linda, that's a pretty good piece out of the old collection there for a business strike at 67. That's pretty remarkable. There's a 2015 S Proof 69D cam. IG, yeah, I see you. You're welcome, my friend. Congratulations. All right, there you go. Nanostack's even unlocking the good old bronze tier service there. Get to silver. That's where the magic happens. There's like 5, 6, 7 coupons in there. A lot of savings. And that's why we're doing shows like this tonight, is that there's a lot of affordability. Piece count is through the roof, and you could buy 10 to 20 coins and get you into that next level. That's where it's at. It's not like we're breaking the bank, and I understand that it's not like payday. We're one day close to it, I guess. Let's see here. Did I put enough giveaways in here? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, ladies and gents, we got those 2013D original bank wrap rolls. Weld Life, congratulations there on that one. Every sixth roll purchased, whether you purchase it or not, is going to be juiced. Our big juice for this particular session is a really nice BU Morgan dollar, valued at about $75. So you can buy one roll and win that puppy. And then, it's 1 in 6. So in a full box of 50, there's going to be 8 juicy winners. That sounds wrong, but it's so right. Drew Bob, how you doing, brother man? Giveaway? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, how about that thing? 1984 Los Angeles official Olympic medal. Pretty neat one there. So that's the next giveaway. Someone won that one. That was giveaway number 8. And we are giveaway 10. So that was giveaway 8. The 2026 coin is giveaway 9. And then giveaway 10 is that 1984 Olympic medal. Drew Bob, I can't complain. My wife and daughter, they went out and got dinner, and I'm here hanging out with you guys. So I hope you guys don't mind that, because I don't. I like hanging out with you. 1981S. This is the Type 1 mint mark and Proof 69 decam. It's funny, coin's a little bit rotated in the holder there. Yeah, so do I. If not for nothing, and I've been telling folks this in like YouTube videos and all that, I'm like, you could come by, not feel obligated to buy anything. Of course, why wouldn't you want to buy from your boy Blue? That's the best kind of support. But you could come by and ask questions. Everybody has questions all the time on YouTube and comments, and that's kind of where it ends. I can't get to everyone's, inquiries, especially coming on YouTube. I try, but there's also a lot of people that want to show me images and all that. I'm like, just go ahead and come by whatnot, say hi, and then you can send me a message through here. It's as easy as pie. That's kind of an old one. Where the heck did this one come from? 56D Jefferson nickel and 65. It's a little bit rotated reverse there. Yeah, slightly. There you go. That one is rolling. The champ is a stretch. You guys spoil me. You guys spoil me. 56D Jefferson and 65. Roger, we are out of Northern California, Sacramento area. I know. It's like, wait, you don't live in the Blue Ridge Mountains? We used to. There you go. Hey, the Olympics are heading your way, Mr. Bakerman. Your first one of the night. 56D, Jefferson Nickel, and 65. I'm glad you love. Yeah, I love the PCMR too. I haven't done one for the midweek. Probably not going to be able to do that one, but I will do one on Saturday morning. Ayo, the legend. Thank you, AYY. All right, going to DJ. You guys are gonna love this next one. Out of everything that we have sold here tonight, which is for the most part a lot of moderns. How about this one? Low ball 84 seated dime. AG3 on there. See, problem free. They're not all like that. So if you want seated, Jeremy Reagan, I know this is like your bread and butter. See, here's one that's in a slab. 84 seated dime in AG3, which by the way stands for about good. This one has seen the life of day, I tell you what. It's been around in a few pockets. Faux show. About gone? Yeah, I mean, it works too for the AG, right? Yeah, yeah. But oftentimes, you come across coins like this that are this low of grade, and they're generally they have other problems attached to it. It's either cleaned or bent or what have you. And it's like it sucks, but at the same time, for as much activity that coin has seen, it's understandable. You know, there's our next giveaway right there. 36 Poland, 5 golden, I believe is what it is. I think it's the same monetary instrument as Netherlands. Maybe I don't know, or maybe it's Grozny. That's what it actually is. So it's AU details. Someone did clean it, and that's probably why it has kind of the fancy schmancy looking toning on there. But that's our next giveaway. Pretty cool little piece there too. All right. If you guys like the last one, you probably like this one here too. Better grade and a tougher date. 31S Mercury Diamond VF25. Yeah, not too shabby. There you go. That one is live. 31S Mercury Diamond VF25. Nice wholesome grade, by the way. On a relatively lower mintage year, also. You can pick any of the 31 branch mint or any of the 31s, PD or S, and they're all pretty low mintage. Large cow, how you doing, buddy? How now? Brown cow. So I'll let you guys know what the outcome is as far as like pushing the show to Saturday or just keeping it on Friday. The consensus is um extra V location. Oh, I was supposed to look for that coin, huh? I ended up not looking at it. All right, we gotta save this one for last. This one is just too good and too awesome, but it's not the full set. And I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of sad that it's not the full set. I mean, we had some bangers coming up. 85S Kennedy and 69D Cam. Tough grade for the date. See, I saw Lawrence's name just flash a microsecond before gets it. Congratulations, Gets. You get the Polish NGC graded coin. All right, and this one is live for bidding. There you go. 85S and 69D Cam. Yes, that is a tough grade, especially for 80s. A lot more common in 90s. I know we're not even midway through 2026, but you guys know that they're redesigning the Kennedy half dollar for next year. I guess allegedly he's going to be facing the other way, kind of like on the Lincoln set. So I don't know what that's going to look like. And it's a full redesign too. They're going to do the reverse. So yeah, the Kennedy half dollar as we know it will undergo I'm gonna say a pretty big transformation. And then there's coins like the Roosevelt dime, which I guess they're reprising the same old John Cynic um, design. I'm like that coin desperately needs a redesign. I mean, sure, the Liberty dime, you know, look is great, but it's only for this year. 2011 S Gettysburg National Park in 69D Cam. She's a beaut. There you go, and that one is live. So we should be going all the way to the top of the hour. Once we get through the slabs, then we're going to do some of these other things, and then we're going to be in like Flynn for their end time, I guess you could say. We have 22 rolls remaining of the 2013 Ds. Get in on that. The big juicy prize. By the way, there's eight prizes out of the entire group that we are selling tonight. But one of them is going to be a beautiful BU Morgan Dollar. All right, going to Sam. Sam, there you go. Thank you, sir. So lot number 32. And so we got another 62. This time it's proof 66 there on the Jefferson nickel. If you buy 6 rolls, you're guaranteed a juice. Just saying. There were a few people that met the minimum to get the juice. I think Rick ended up buying 2 6-pack lots, so he's gonna get double juice. Not saying that you can't get juice off of buying two, but might as well just go for odds, considering that it is a relatively inexpensive item to buy. Band, that one is a VGEX4. It's a pretty nice one. Centering left to right's not great. I mean, the earlier stuff. That's kind of how it is, but yeah, overall, it's very bright, clean, great vivid colors on there. Very nice one. All right, look at that. Marco Polo clearing it out. I didn't have to do much to twist your guys' arms, huh? All right, we're down to our last little group of slabs here. And we saved the best. I intentionally put the best slabs to last. You'll see why here in a moment. Um, so the next giveaway there is going to be 2026 half. Marco, you never know. I think on the last batch that we did last week, um, there were a couple people that got juiced just from ordering one or two rolls. At least that's what my wife told me. She wasn't going to divulge much more information outside of, yeah, there were a couple people, because it's all in order. So let's say if you are the third person to buy some of those rolls, but you ended up buying rolls 11 and 12, then you know, you got one of the juice lots. Roby, congratulations. Nice giveaway win there. Right choice. Not we do have a couple Coca-Cola like bars, but they're not going to be available until tomorrow night. Tonight's more of kind of like a bargain power session. So yeah, check us out tomorrow night. Is that it's funny because we just got the Coca-Cola bars. They're old vintage. I have to say they're probably 1970s too, which is cool. 73 is usually the common date. All right, so it's my pleasure to have these monsters. And again, I bought the set from a client, and he was missing a couple of the quarters. And I said, "Hey, do you happen to have the quarters? Because this is a rare set. Because these are the 225th anniversary, but these are the first day of issue Denver A&A slabs, and they're even signed by Thomas Cleveland, who is the mint master designer during that time." So these, again, the set limited to only 225,000 pieces. Fortunately, I have one of each of the denominations, and I have one of the quarters, but the other four quarters, my customer, I think he ended up giving it to family members or whatever. The good news is we have the best stuff here, which includes this monster here, and they're all SP70 reds. If you guys haven't seen it, any of the numbers and the words in relief here are polished to a proof-like shine. So very rare offering here. I hope you guys have fun with these. No doubles of any of them because of what they are. First one up is the Lincoln Cent. That one is available for bid. Love the black label with the silver ink autograph on these two. Again, this is the limited edition 225th anniversary enhanced uncirculated special sets. They only made 225,000 for the 225th anniversary of the Philadelphia Mint, during the same year where they put an actual physical P mint mark on the Lincoln Cent for the year. The first and only time in which they did that. And then now we have, before you hear today, the first day issue Denver A&A release, which is an incredibly scarce type. All right, so that first one going to Drew Bob. Nice one there, man. I'm probably go on a limb and say that you did very well on that one. Here is the nickel coming up next. Also bearing first day of issue Denver A&A. And Drew Bob, by the way, you did unlock silver. Congratulations. Enjoy the bounty of coupons for you. All right. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So coming up next, we have the enhanced Jefferson nickel, also in SP70 full steps, full steps designation right on there. It's a big one. J Guard, in relation to your question about the 26 ASCs in Mid State 70, I am working with a client to get a few of them. But they're the dual date ones with the privy mark. The congratulations set one, I cannot get any of. They're way too expensive. Which they don't look like much because they don't have the dual dates, nor do they have the privy mark. But they have a very, very low mintage. All right, dime up next. 70 full bands. First day of issue, Denver A&A. And this one's live. Lil Fuzz, congratulations. Come and get these while you can. Only one opportunity. If you have to own one, that is definitely the way to go. Because I wish I had more. But how can you have more of something that's so rare? They didn't make a whole lot of these sets. Plus, you also have that beautiful silver ink autograph of Thomas Cleveland against the black there. Very amazing. Very, very amazing. Quick little close up. Check out the polished letters for the enhanced. SP70 full bands. There you go. That one is heading to Rebecca. That's a beautiful one. Congratulations, friend. It's a nice one. Here's our one, Lonely Quarter. That's the Ellis Island. It's a Jersey. There you go. SP70, first day of issue, Denver A&A, with the signature as well. All right. This is the only quarter I have. The other four, again, like I had mentioned, the client gave them away to family members. So this is a partial slash full set. Full in the sense that I have each of the one denomination, but partial in the sense that I do not have all five national park quarters, unfortunately. And yes, they were all perfect 70s as well. These are amazing. My goodness. Never ceases to amaze how well they did on this enhanced technology. It's got like a satiny kind of finish to it, all the while the polishing of certain areas is a great accent to them. Mr. Cardoon, good evening, sir. All right. Speaking of Kennedy half dollars, hello, hello. First day of issue. This one, they even polished the stars. Hey, that's what I like most about this one is the stars. All right, this one's live. 2017. They were all minted at the San Francisco Mint. Specially prepared dies. Rebecca, good job. Yeah, a little bit of a learning curve. I think if you're trying to get the whole process down, you just have to dive in and just put a few bids in. This is probably one of my favorites out of the bunch. I would say this and the Lincoln cent, because it's the Lincoln cent, right? The half dollar, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Also, the dollar coin too, and they only had the one Native American. This is the Sequoia. This one's also pretty nice too. In God We Trust and Liberty are polished there on the front. Okay, and this is the last one of them all. It was great to have this. I always look out for like the really marquee sets of these 225th anniversaries, because there were a few events when they were released. The big one, of course, is the Denver A&A is a pretty big one too, because the Mint was in attendance during that one. But also the one right at the Philadelphia Mint, which are, by the way, rare. I think we had one set from the Philadelphia Mint early release that were graded by Annex, and I wish I could take that back. I haven't been able to find another set quite like it, and it was limited to, I'd have to say, like maybe 200 sets that they had graded, somewhere around there. It wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't a lot. It was my understanding it was an instant sellout. Teresa, congratulations. You're like, what are we giving away to Teresa? How about this one? 1984 Alice Springs Casino $1 token. And these are like it's a big old thick guy here. These I believe are aluminum, but they have a little bit more weight to them. Yeah. Kind of old school casino ephemera. Pretty neat there. Hope you enjoy that one. Right. That was number 14. Let's go ahead and drop another giveaway in there for you guys. There. And I left the two biggest slabs for last. Man, this thing's cool. This thing is a neat 2005 P, West Virginia, mid-air, mid-state 64, with the cut die break right there at 4 o'clock. And that is a bigger cut than what I've seen on these. Some of them are really tiny, but that's a biggie. All right, you guys ready for this one? There you go. That one's live. 2005 P, West Virginia, with the Cud die break. Cuds are kings in today's market for errors. Maybe you guys have heard me say that before, once or twice. 4:10 to be exact, as opposed to 4 o'clock. Yeah, we'll add 10 minutes in there. Heck, why not? um, 2025 cents. I'm not selling any tonight. I have a couple bank boxes of that, but I'm holding on to it. You probably know why. They're hard to get a hold of for me at a reasonable price, and you know. And then this one surprisingly has a pretty crazy what is it? Gray sheet value. It's more than I thought. It's like when I looked, I think it was like almost $200. It's like 195 or something stupid like that. And then I see how much they're selling for on eBay. I'm like, whoa. Which isn't 200, but it's a pretty good amount. And that's the Washington Crossing the Delaware proof in the Perfect 70 Ultra Cameo. However, the one that's part of the 7 coin clad proof set, because they sold this in a couple different variants. The 7 coin set is the most desired. Take it for what it's worth, I guess, but one of the best modern designs on the quarter in a long time. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. This is the last clad, I would say. There you go. Have fun with this one. This one's really cool. I've owned one other one, and this one is clad, but I've also owned one of the silver proof versions too. However, that one was in a proof 69 slab. And that's a coin, by the way, I sold for a cool $100 bill because it was worth that in 69. I just was beyond disbelief at how much these are. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty neat. Perfect 70. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. The art on the slab label is clean too, man. This thing has it all. Ray, glad you received it, and I hope you received the juice as well that we added in there. Washington crossing the Delaware in perfect 70 Ultra Cameo. That is the best one there to get, and that's going to 48th State. Congratulations, my friend. Great deal on that one, by the way. Oh, yeah. My wife told me about that Tiger Stripe Witty. That thing is crazy. The Tiger Stripe ones are insanely pricey. That one probably, if I remember the one that she had packed up, I think that was like $60 or somewhere around there. It's not cheap. All right, let's see who wins this next giveaway. We got like 8 seconds left. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Getz is gonna get it. Another one for tonight. Jeez, jeez, Louise. So, some people just have all the luck, right, guys? Getz got it. Yeah, two. It's a two for kind of night. Let's see if you can make it three. We've had a few people hit three. We've had, I think, one or two hit four, and one person hit five. Congrats times two, indeed. All right, check this thing out. I know there's gonna be a few of you that are gonna be kind of like drooling at this one. It's nearly complete. Jefferson Nickel, old school green classic Whitman. Um, it's missing the 38S and 39D. They're not BU coins, but by date it's complete. It does have the 39D. Okay, 39S in there. Two incredibly tough dates. You have all the war nickels. So where are those like $3 a piece, something like that, by silver content. This one does not, unfortunately, have a 50D. So that's that one little spot in there. See, it's got the little fingernail little holes to pull the coins out too. It makes it easy. No 56 Philly, so someone probably can find that one. And this is a four pager because it's got two other miscellaneous pages. This one goes all the way up to 59, but there's a bunch of extras. I believe they're all pre 1960, a lot of 1940s in there. Look at this. Full. There's probably a couple really good dates in there. We just got this one today. So one of the coins did fall out. Yeah. Good good old Whitman style kind of affair here. There you go. All right. So you're bidding on this whole album. Okay, missing just like four coins. Shouldn't be too bad. And then if you could probably stay, this is the fun part about something like this that's already like nearly complete. All the while, all the coins they look to be circulated. There probably is a couple better ones in there. but you could just slowly upgrade each one into mid state, and this thing's gonna be popping. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this entire album here. Let me go ahead and just set up a little thing. $1 start. Oh, Christine's. I'm just gonna let her rip. Let her rip. It might sell for less than 100. I don't know. Keep in mind, it doesn't have the 50D. Now, a 50D circulated is really only like 10, $12. So, if you're trying to keep the theme here, that coin is not going to cost that kind of money. But that's a great starting point. There you go. That one's live. So you get this old vintage 1950s Whitman 4-panel album, which is a very, very tough one to find. If you're looking for one that has been beat to crap, that is this one. It has no writing whatsoever. This is about as nice of a time capsule as you will find. Yeah, Mike, yes. Yes, I am in California, sir. Kind of deceiving. I mean, I lived near, kind of like Virginia, Maryland. So we did a lot of stuff up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Appalachian area. So that's a killer deal right there for Teresa. Someone's saying maybe I should have started at 100, but no. Again, everything tonight is buck and go. So there's always going to be winners, and there might be a few losers as well, especially if you missed out. Nice one there, Teresa. Good job. All right, next one that we have here. Again, a coin that, or a book that needs very little, but this is all brilliant and circulated reds. 1959 to 1972 Lincoln Memorial set. Boy, these coins are gorgeous. And then there's, such examples like the 1960 that's like toned, like rose pink and all sorts of crazy neat colors. So it's just missing a couple, inconsequential dates. 70, 72 Philly, 63 up there is missing. I might be able to actually find these coins, and if I do, I'll plug them in. But if you got this and it hasn't been done, don't worry about it. It's not gonna be a big deal. Rebecca, oh, wow, another one. I think that's number 2 for Rebecca on the Givey spree. There you go. Good job. There you go. And there's the next page with a few empty holes, some extras. And this is all dateless, so you can put in more extras in there. Look at that purpling. Wow. What date is that? That is 1978. That thing is pretty freaking wild right there. Jeez. All right. So that's the next one there. This one, by the way, belonged to Bill Stewart. No longer around. Because the client I bought it from, they knew Bill, and he's been gone for 30 years plus, somewhere around there. All right. Let's do this one here. Again, only needs a few coins. If we get this one up to $50, you see this third page? This third page right here? I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to fill that bad boy up. Bam. Just all brilliant, beautiful gem. Probably all 60s, maybe as late as 1972. I am going to fill it up. And I'll look for these other dates as well. Because I'm sure I am pretty sure I have all these. So, and it looks like we're there. All right. Linda. Ooh. Yeah, don't let anybody get in the way of Linda and her Lincoln sense. That is her deep down desire right there. She loves her Lincoln sense. Yeah, we sold that 96W. Pretty cool. Again, I've owned one other one of that. Again, they're not particularly easy to find these days because a lot of them were just plucked from the hands of the mid sets at the time. Let's see the next giveaway. How about this one here? Good for token, or not good for, but a Rexall good luck token with a 1950 Philly Lincoln in there. Volger, I do have one. It's not in the show tonight. Yes, Christine's, I will, because there's a few messages I need to deal with. The one I have is in VF30, so it's pretty nice. It's graded, but at the moment it is not for sale because it's the only one I have. All right, a few of you probably need this one. 1960 small date. It's the Philadelphia. This is the key one here. This is the one that you want. And it's in great shape too as well. If you need a nice minty red, there you go. That one's live. 1960 Philly small date. Surprisingly, a lot of people have trouble finding these, let alone buying it. I don't know why. I hear it all the time on chat pages and Facebook. And you're like, I need a 1960 small date so bad, but I can't find it. I mean, you could find one with a little bit of looking. Rutkin, possibly. 1960 large date Philly has a very similar one where the G initial on the reverse is doubled. So you might want to check Variety Vista and cross reference that one. Maybe you might have something there. Morgans are going to be on Friday tomorrow. CK. All right. Let's see who wins this next one here. Try Joseph. There you go. Here's our next giveaway. It's going to be, we had the 1936. Now we got the 1937. In Poland, 5 Grozy. Grogsy. Man, I got to get off this ride. There you go. So that's our next giveaway. It's AU details clean, but, you know, it's nice. Nice one there. In your pocket change? Yeah, Rutkin, Variety Vista is the website. It's varietyvista.com. And you can look for varieties. Varieties on every denomination of U.S. coin from the modern era. That is Dr. James Wiles' website. So he's one of the master attributors. Yeah, definitely bookmark it. That is one I have bookmarked on not only my phone but my computer as well because I'm constantly on there. Large cow, not for mid errors, just for varieties. If you want to know more about strike throughs, you could go to a website called error-ref.com, and that'll give you everything you need to know about mid errors. Oh, Tiz. I'm glad you brought this up. This thing we are going to crack open and we're going to be selling a few of the coins individually. That thing is massively awesome. So I just have this amount of 2x2s to go through here, and then we're going to get into that. And then we're pretty much done for the night, guys. See? 1992. This is the Olympic clad Commem. San Francisco, by the way. Boy, this is pretty cool. All right, here we go, guys. There you go. First one up. No duplicates on this, by the way. There you go. 1992 S Proof Olympic clad. You really do want the Hank card, don't you? If you want that one, I could start at 175. Teresa, great pickup there. And I have more coming in. I've got a couple Willie Mays that are like PSA fives. I got an SGC 6.5 Willie Mays. I think it's 61 tops. That one was a pricey one. So I have some other stuff coming in. Um, by the next, well, tomorrow's my next show. It's more likely the next week because we have a Thursday, Friday show next week. We have our show tomorrow or maybe Saturday. I'm going to talk to my wife about, plans. But yeah, I'll have them by then. That is impressive, man. 54 to 73. Man, that's awesome. Six is a great grade, by the way. Yeah, they're pretty pricey, huh? What was it? 51 Bowman was May's rookie. It wasn't 52 tops, right? Although that one is pretty damn iconic. The 52 tops Mays. But it's crazy because back in the 90s, you could walk into any card shop and there'd be 52 tops of like a lot of the big players. And it's like at the time, I'm like, oh my God, $200-300 is way too much money to spend on some of that stuff. And then in retrospect, when I look back, I'm like, I wish I would have bought it all. Not full, but what's in there is relevant. What is in there currently matters. So we're gonna sell some of the best. There's some beautiful gemmy mint reds in there that are just amazing. This is the 92 Denver, who's a mint mark right by the Y. This is the Christopher Columbus clad half. This is the uncirculated version. We also have a proof version of the same coin coming up. The Columbus is really awesome. I think probably because I'm more partial to ships on coins. So again, this is 92D. It's the 500-year anniversary. Steven, congratulations. You got the Polish Power NGC coin over there. Catherine John, let me go ahead and type it in for you. There you go. 92D, Christopher Columbus Commemorative, clad uncirculated. Ivan Putski. Yeah, you were exactly right. All right, that one's going to DJ. Nice. Hey, DJ, check that out. You unlock silver. Check out those coupons, buddy. Oh, well, here's another uncirculated clad version. This one looks a little bit more PL though. The next one is proof. See, here's the difference, by the way. Yeah, pretty big difference. from one to the other there. So we got one more of the uncirculated. Let's go ahead and do that one there. 92D, 500-year anniversary of Christopher Columbus. Columbus discovery. 92D. And by the way, check the mintages on these. They barely made any of these. The mintage is like 100,000, something ridiculous. Maybe even lower than that. There's some that are like 20,000, 22,000. Unbelievable. All right, that will go into Lawrence. There goes, sir. Lot number 47 for you. All right, here's one of those proofs. These were minted in San Francisco, so it's a 92S. The ships really pop on this one. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Marinos. Santa Maria. I know what it is. Come on, guys. Give me a little bit more credit than that. There you go. So there you go. The 92S, Christopher Columbus, commemorative clad half. This one really shows the design amazingly. That is a nice one. Well, that's a great question. Normally, when I hear of a coin that's missing the reverse, it has to. My first inclination that it was ground down or filed down because there's nothing in the mid process that would actually do that to that coin in that way. What I would do is probably weigh it. The standard weight for a Lincoln cent pre 1982 is 3.1. So if you have this coin that's missing the reverse, all right, and it's just like worn smooth looking, and you weigh it, it comes back at like 2.2. It's missing some material there. Yeah, our good friend DJ picking that one up there too. Yeah, make sure, I don't know if you use the coupon, make sure you activate your coupons before you buy, especially when you get to silver. And we do have one more of these, and that's it. No more of the Christopher Columbuses. There you go. That one's live. All right. This is quite possibly one of the most prettiest clad commemorative half dollars out of the entire run. And one of the rolls, I forgot what I was going to say. To be continued. Again, this is a 92S. These are really amazing commems. And that one's going to Colsey. Catherine John, what did we get there? Not this. Catherine John, that's what you're getting there. 1939, Golden Gate International Expo. So this is a World's Fair token. There's Treasure Island there in the Bay Area. There you go. Nice giveaway, too. Next one up, 2008 S. Bald Eagle Kamem, showing the little baby chicks with the egg. and then the full size version with the flag in the background. One of my favorites, and this is the only one I have of this. Um, there you go, live for you. Lot number 50, by the way. Can't wait to get into the Lincoln sets. Really dive into that. I think that's why we're all here. Is for that one. 2008 S Bald Eagle commemorative clad half proof. Design wise, this has got to be one of the more prettier coins out there. The baby baldies and then the mama baldy on the back. So there's been a few instances where there were actual coins that were struck with two either obverse dies or two reverse dies. They are incredibly rare. They're damn near unique. And there has been maybe two or three examples that have ever sold on the open market. Most of the time, they're magician's coins. Exactly. I actually I have a few of the candy half dollars with the double heads on them, and they're actual legit Kennedys. You know, um, one side the inside was drilled out, and then the other side, the back side of the coin was drilled out. Yeah, I can't say I've had this one here either. 2011 S U.S. Army. So here's why I like this one. Um, is the reverse with the Minuteman. It reminds me of the bicentennial quarter. This is the only one I have of this as well. There you go. That one's live. No, I didn't forget Colsey. I have one more giveaway for the night, and I'm just gonna hold on to it for a second. Because we still have when I get through the Lincoln Cent album, we'll probably be working on that for about 20-25 minutes. And the last giveaway is gonna be good. It's actually gonna be a good piece here. US Army with the Minuteman 2011. Here's the date right there. S, the mint mark is on the reverse there, right above $half. Reeded edge type. All right. Colsey. Here's the favorite. You know who likes these? Lawrence. Lawrence loved these. Baseball Hall of Fame. This is the 2014. Where's the mint on this one? D. Right there. See, it's curved too. Oh, I sold the Apollo once, what, a week ago. This is a very popular one now with the catcher's mitt and then the baseball in the reverse. They did such an awesome job on these. There you go. That one is live. It is. This is the clad version. I've had a fair share of the silver ones as well. The only one that I haven't had, and I even tried making a deal on one, is the half-ounce gold. Because they're as pretty as any of the other ones. They're all really nice. Yeah, I like that they kept the same design across all the different metals as well. All right. No big surprise there. I ended up going to Mr. Lawrence, lot number, let's see, 52. And by the way, the last giveaway is going to be that same very coin, but the clad proof version. So when we do our final giveaway of the night, this is what we're going to be giving away. 2014 S Baseball Hall of Fame. There you go. It's my pleasure. That's a big one. That's always a good one. A lot of folks are going to want that one. The last commem, by the way, 2015 D. I believe this is the U.S. Marshals. Um, so I have to tell you, this one here, the mintage is so non-existent on this one. It's not even funny. I have to double check what this one is. 2015 D. 15D. 30,231. There you go. Blind Lady Justice holding the scales and the U.S. Marshals badge, books, We the People. It was the Constitution. 1789 to 2014. Was that 225th anniversary? Somewheres around there. All right, there you go. Jerseys rating with a party of 13. Welcome back, brother man. Hope you had a wonderful night. Happy Thursday to you, Jerseys. Again, this is the 2015 D U.S. Marshals clad commemorative half. They only made 30,000 of these. Shockingly low. All right, Colsey, congrats. Yeah, in comparison, the Baseball Hall of Fame uncirculated, they made 142,000. Pretty staggering difference there, huh? All right, someone was mentioning two-headed Mercury dime, 1918 on one side, 1926 Lincoln on the other. All right, so they ground into the Lincoln set, so that way it fits the Mercury dime. They probably didn't have to do anything with the Mercury dime. They might have shaved the back off. Not sure, but yeah, that's a two-headed early contemporary type magician's coin, I guess you could say. Considering it's two different denominations, is a little funny. Um, yeah, this is a neat one here. So if you want a unique exonumia experience, this is definitely one to add to your collection. There you go. Cool and crazy. That's the best way to sum it up, Sonia. So again, 1918 on the Mercury dime and 1926 for the Lincoln cent host coin. Really, Ray? Dude, that is awesome. Catherine John. Yeah, that's a neat little piece. You know, for $7, you can't really go wrong. It's a novelty. Um, Probably the Lincoln set. The Lincoln set because the host coin's bigger. All right, this is probably more in the wheelhouse of our good old friend Linda. 69D Tonius Jambronicus Lincoln. This thing is quite amazing. Double-sided, robust reverse toning. There you go. That one's live. Yeah, lots of color. Blue, rose, pinky. This one has an FG. I already looked. There, see? The FGs are there. All right, nice one there, Linda. I think that needs to be more appreciated in hand than with the funky, wacky lighting setup that I have. Okay, and a couple, before we dive into that right there, all right, couple really neat errors. 1894. It's one of the semi keys of the series. Strike through on the 9. You can barely see it, but it's a 9. So clogged dies. So there was like impacted grease in the that digit on the working die. Oh, here's the reverse, by the way. Problem free. Problem free. Nice one there. So 18-4 or 1894. You can see it's a 9. All right. It's a 184 Indian head cent. It's actually a nice one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy. 184. Struck with clogged eyes. You know, usually you see some other weakness in maybe the letters. This one is just the one numeral in the date. That one's going to Ray. Ray Matthew, lot number 56. Check this out. I also got 1891 with the same number missing on there. So it's a 181. How cool is that? So again, struck through with clogged eyes. There you go. One eight one, 1891. It's kind of neat when I come across things like this. We'll strike through. Yeah. Hi, Mrs. Blue is in the house.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Did you have a good time with your daughter?
Yeah, I actually got to see our other daughter and Drew.
Oh, did they come by too?
They came by and had dinner.
Sweet.
Nice. How are you, everyone? It's an amazing Thursday. Amazing Thursday. Guess what? I brought you home some dinner.
Oh.
I went to Chili's with my kids while he was here working. So I brought him some honey chipotle chicken crispers for din.
Man, now you make me want to just sell this entire album the way it is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody want that?
What album?
This one here. The one I've been saving to the end.
Oh.
This is the last item. So yeah, it's like, yeah, dinner's here. Now I'm just gonna like speed run through the rest of the sale. The champ's champ. No, the Mrs. Champ over here. She's the one true champ. So it does have a 1909 VDB. It's actually a good looking one there. XF Plus, 1909, 1914. A couple of these earlier dates. Nothing too spectacular. 17, 19, 19S.
Some upgrades, huh?
20, 20D. Say 14, right? But wait, it gets better. 24. It's got 26S. That's a semi key. Only a couple million made of that date. 28S, which is really nice. That's like an XF. 27D VF. 29S. 34,
I see a
30D. Oh, yeah, just you wait and see.
Wow.
Apparently, this was a upgrade project, so it's got a bunch of the other 30s, sans the 37S, 38D, 38S, couple just okay dates. 41, but check these out here.
Oh my gosh, the 44 is beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the 44D.
Oh, the 40, yeah, look at that 44 right there.
Wow.
That thing is clean.
Not cleaned.
No, like clean as in immaculate, like it was just minted yesterday. Yeah, look, after 1943, it goes nuts.
Someone really took some good care and
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, just the whole, and of course you have to upgrade a few. Now, this is provided that I sell the whole album the way it is,
What do you think? Should he sell it?
or should we sell the individual coins? Because we've already been on for over 2 hours, so
Yeah.
yeah. Look at all these.
Whole album, please.
Yeah, Christine's. I bet you would want that. And yeah, Lawrence, of course. Yeah, everybody is all on board with the whole album. And then you get into the 60s. Look, and they even put the proofs in here. 61, 62.
Wow. So there's just more updating of the beginning of the album.
Yeah. Yeah, and a few on the back end there.
Yeah.
Like it's missing those two. Understandable. I mean, we know why those are missing. Let me go ahead and do the last giveaway.
Did wife come at the right time?
Yes.
With dinner?
You could be the people's kind of cheerlead on this one.
Heck yeah.
All right. This is a beauty. That 1983S is toned.
Ooh.
It's beautiful. There you go, all the way up to 1990.
Wow.
So yeah, this was someone's passion project till I'm not gonna say the very end, but yeah. So looks like the consensus is out. Like those are gemmy steelies.
Yeah.
Like they could be 67s or higher. All right, so it looks like we're gonna do. Yeah, JJ, you're torturing me, man. All right, you guys ready? Whole album.
Okay.
You know what's in there. I don't have to. See, say someone already put a pre-bid in there.
All right. Hello, Father.
I hear you had a good time with your mother and your sister and your soon-to-be brother.
Brother-in-law. Brother-in-law.
All right, bucket. All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. I don't even want to know.
They're closed.
Well, I got to hit the start button.
Start on, Brad. I know.
Oh my gosh.
Closing eyes. Hit it.
Am I on the button?
You are.
Okay.
Okay, his eyes are closed.
I don't want to know.
Go for it, guys.
My hunger, because I feel like I haven't eaten all day, is gonna make me lose money.
No.
No. I don't want to see. Yeah, my wife has her
hands over his eyes, so he can't even see you.
Her soft satiny hands on my eyeballs.
Oh, so do I.
And my daughter's cold, clammy, wet hands. That smells like barbecue sauce.
You're right. I did have barbecue sauce.
I don't want to know what that smells. Oh man, you might as well just keep. My eyes are all sweaty now. Oh my goodness. No, my daughter's got her wet, stinky. It smells like clam chowder hands.
I didn't have clam chowder.
She had barbecue sauce on her.
Oh my gosh. Oh
We
yeah.
also got ice cream. I did that too.
Okay.
There you go, Lawrence.
It's going to a good guy. We got the last giveaway rolling. Congratulations, Lawrence. Thanks. It's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
He loves like God tier status albums. That well on her way.
Do you feel better now that you saw the price?
Yeah, it works. I was hoping for like $5, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained in today's whatever. The final giveaway of the night is a proof.
Oh, cool.
proof.
Sorry.
Hall of Fame baseball commem.
I love those. Those are
Yeah,
so cool.
boy. Yeah.
I think I've seen that before. That's cool.
Yes.
Are those the ones that are like concave?
Yes. Hey, you got it. Is it concave or convex?
Concave.
Yeah.
The other side is convex.
Yeah. See
Is
that?
it curved?
Yes, that's concave. That's
Here, feel it. See, even the little airtights
are concave.
curved.
That's cool. Sorry, I'm choking on my own spit here.
And we have an extra surprise for you.
Lawrence, do you have one of these? Do you have the clad proof? Okay, you do. All right. I was gonna say I have an extra one. I was gonna send it to you, but you have it. So there. We don't have to do that.
And then you got your Dwayne
Do you have the yeah, he'll still take it. Do you have the gold one, Lawrence? There's actually a set with all of them in there. That has the clad, the silver, and the gold. I think all in one set.
He said no, he doesn't.
Yeah, the gold has a pretty big stiff premium on it because it's a half ounce of gold, and I think it's close to $3,000.
Wow.
For that one. So
Dwayne Johnson.
that is Dwayne the Drain.
It's so funny that you have that up there still.
Young Dwayne Johnson, to be specific.
Ugh, yes, with the fanny pack. That was
Wow.
first year in WWF.
Oh, really?
Got about 10 clad, he said.
Oh, he loves those coins. He likes anything baseball.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah, I've seen that name before.
Congratulations. You guys are amazing, as always. Sorry we weren't here. We were at Chili's for dinner. Hanging out with our older daughter is getting engaged next month. We've seen her ring. So
Lucky.
I got to hang out with them.
I have a brother-in-law.
You are gonna have a brother-in-law.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a firefighter with an epic mustache. Yeah, he's gonna be a welcome addition to
the Davidson family.
Yeah, or the whatever his last name family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll let you know if we're on tomorrow night or Saturday. There's a lot going on, a lot of things to unwrap, so I'll let you guys know. Either way, I will see you here in the next 2 days.
Bye, you guys.
Witter. Let's rate our good friends at the Witter. You guys have a great night.
Bye.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Real soon.